Hi, I'm Stajkovic. I'm a professor of organizational behavior at the Wisconsin School of Business. My colleagues and I have recently published a paper in Ph.D. So the topic of the paper is confidence. That's what we examined. And we took several positions at it. The first one was, what is confidence? The second one is, where does confidence reside psychologically in a human mind? And the third one is it related to anything out there in the real world? So as far as the first question goes, we believe the confidence is not an observable variable. We believe that the confidence actually sits at the core of four other manifestations, which we believe are hope, general efficacy, optimism, and resilience. So in the other words, the latter four we believe are actually, if you wish, semantics for the core that lies at the heart of all four of them, which is, we believe, is confidence. So what we try to examine is to what extent are these four correlated first. Is there such a core? Because just because they're correlated doesn't necessarily mean that there is a core. And a third question is that core, what we call core confidence, related to three outcomes, and those were, that we examined, and those were satisfaction with life, job satisfaction, and performance. We did 4 studies, multiple analysis, and my co-author here, Joseph Raffiee, will tell you much more about the exact analysis that we did and the results that we obtained.
Hi, my name is Joe Raffiee. I'm a Ph.D. student at the Wisconsin School of Business. I'm going to talk for a second about how we answered these questions. We collected data in 3 independent samples: students in the United States, students in Korea, and employees in an auto group. We found evidence that each of these variables is influenced by a higher core, which exists at a higher level of abstraction, which we believe is confidence. We found that core confidence was positively related to academic performance and life satisfaction among college students. We also found that core confidence positively influenced sales performance of auto sales associates in terms of number of cars sold as well as commissions earned. We also found that car sales associates who had more core confidence were more satisfied with life and also more satisfied with their job.
Okay, so what is the point of all this? What was the purpose of this? What are some takeaway implications? The first one is, over 50, 60, 80, 100 years, we studied these 4 observable variables as separate. We're saying there might not be. The second point is that core, that influences all of them, is actually related to several rather important variables out there in the real world. So the first variable has been examined quite a bit in social psychology, but not as much in organizational behavior, is the satisfaction or dissatisfaction with life. We found that the confidence core that we studied here is actually very positively, very strongly related to satisfaction with life of college students. We believe these days that that's a rather important finding to have, to know what might be one of the predictors of student satisfaction with life. And we also examined job satisfaction and employee satisfaction with life, which we also think is important. Job satisfaction has been done before quite a bit, but not necessarily life satisfaction. And one is part of the other, right? So if you're dissatisfied with life, at least as that literature would say, a lot of other things might not be as important because you simply don't believe that you're satisfied with how you live your life. So it's nice to have all these other variables, but we think that these general attitudes should be studied a little more, both with college students and in employee samples. So if you believe, you achieve. If you doubt, you go without.